Welcome back to Your Marketing Podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Hansen, the founder and marketing expert at Your Marketing Team, which is a full-service funnel marketing agency for online coaches and consultants to build revenue-generating marketing funnels. In today's quick show, I'm going to talk to you about what you should do if you feel like you're getting a lot of likes on your content, but not necessarily getting the sales that you want. And this is a common problem that a lot of people come to me with. So I figured a lot of you might be struggling with it, and why not dive into it? So the first thing you want to do if you feel like you're getting a lot of likes on your posts or on your content is to differentiate between engagement metrics and conversion metrics, because these are two very different things. Engagement metrics are those metrics like likes, comments, shares, and they show interest, but don't guarantee intent to buy. So they show, okay, like I like that. Now I'm going to keep scrolling. But they don't show like, oh, I like that, let me buy from you. It just isn't the same thing. Conversion metrics are the metrics that show intent to buy. So clicks, leads, or of course, purchases. These directly reflect your audience's actions towards becoming customers. So if someone filled out a form that they want to know more, or someone clicked on a link in an email to a promotion you're having, that's intent to buy. So when you focus solely on likes, it can give a false sense of success. So of course, it's good that your audience is engaging with your content or enjoying the content you're putting out. But if nothing is translating to conversions, then it doesn't really matter. Like prioritizing likes or comments doesn't align with sales goals. So we need to make sure that we can differentiate the two kinds of metrics there. So the second thing you want to think about is how you can ensure that your content includes clear call to actions. So each piece of content that you should put out, so each piece of content that you put out should guide your audience to taking the next step, whether that's downloading a freebie, visiting your website, or purchasing an offer. So you do this by using very specific language in your call to action, like sign up now to save a spot, comment workshop to sign up for my workshop, send me a DM for more details. You really need to guide your audience on what action they should take. If you post something and there isn't a call to action, they're not likely going to take any action. They're not going to go to your website and find your discovery call link. You need to make it as accessible and as clear as possible. And you also want to place these call to actions very strategically. So you could put them at the end of a post or in a story. You can also put them after the second line in a post, because then they'll see them sooner, because people are more likely to drop out, midway through reading a caption. So that's really important. If you use a carousel, make sure to add it there. You just want to make it as seamless as possible for your audience to take action. So really be strategic about where you're placing those call to actions. The third tip is to build trust by providing value and demonstrating expertise. So we need to show your audience that they should take action, that they should trust you and should want to work with you in whatever capacity that is. So of course, offer educational, inspirational, and entertaining content that solves your audience's problems or addresses their pain points. So show that you do have a solution for their very specific pain points. That entices them to want to take action upon whatever that CTA is in the post. You also want to share like case studies, testimonials, social proof, behind the scenes content that showcases that you're credible and that you're authentic. Especially in the online world, there are a lot of people out there that are not credible, that are not authentic. And so showing those pieces of social proof can really build that trust and credibility without being in person with each other. You also want to engage consistently with your audience to show that you're invested in their success, not just a sale. So doing things like going live, doing things like, group coaching sessions or a monthly workshop, or following up with people if they had asked you a question in one of those workshops or in a coaching opportunity before, really shows that you care about their success in whatever your niche is, and not just a quick buck and you'll forget about them. So Remember to nurture those relationships over time and not just when they're working with you. So, those are my three insights into why your audience isn't buying from you, but they're liking or engaging your content. If you're wanting to improve this, remember differentiate between engagement metrics and conversion metrics. Ensure that your content includes very clear and simple calls to action. And make sure that you're building trust with your audience through value content, through social proof content, and through following up and nurturing them. If you found these tips helpful, I would really appreciate if you rated this podcast 5 stars on your podcast platform. And if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and click like and subscribe and leave a comment or a question below, and I would love to answer that for you. If you're looking for help on how to directly speak to your audience and show that authenticity through your messaging, I highly suggest you download my free Demystified Messaging Guide. You can find the link to this in the podcast notes or in the YouTube description. And lastly, if you want to follow along with me on social media, on Instagram or TikTok, you can find the link to both platforms in the podcast notes or in the YouTube description. My handle is at your marketing team, but marketing is shortened to MKTG. So it's at your MKTG team. Of course, the link is below. And otherwise, I will see you next time.